not wanting to spawn a plane or learn how to fly to deal with this, because you want to sit in the tank in the gray zone and shell enemy team with HE shells all game long, is your problem. If you don't want to learn how to fly and you'll be moaning about these, how these needs to be nerfed, then it's utterly your problem and no one else's. Quick thinking. Awkwardly enough, the DDay Normandy sale is on right now with 50% discounts left and right and center, which actually gives you access to buy even more rocket vehicles for very cheap money. For example, the Calliope on the Allied side and the Panzerwerfer 42 on the Axis side. I know there's another rocketed vehicle on a Moscow campaign. I believe it's this one here, the BM-824. I haven't heard that it's extremely OP or cancerous, so I really don't have much to say. I haven't played it myself. But the sale is on, which gives you even more rocketed vehicles. However, the main culprit of all the pain right now, as I understand, of all the crying about the nerfing vehicles and stuff like that on Facebook groups and yada yada, is P47D28 that has all of the HVARs. So this thing has 10 HVAR rockets. Before we go and rant about all this and why people are wrong, in my opinion, let's just clear Axis side. Let's just clear Germans for good, right? Not a single vehicle in German lineup has too many or too OP rockets. BF-110 should never be nerfed. It has 4 rockets, 2 salvos of 2 rockets. They are extremely effective against infantry, terribly difficult to aim, so I think it's a very balanced weapon system. Focke-Wulf 190, okay, this is not getting nerfed, but the same rocket, even they only have 1 salvo, terribly difficult to aim. None of the other planes in German side have those rockets apart from this one. Again, 2 salvos. They're effective against infantry, very lucky vehicle kill, but they're difficult to aim. None of the German vehicles should ever be nerfed. Like, these are as balanced as it gets. If you want to go ahead and cry about this thing, well, I would like to understand why. Yes, it has 10 rockets it can fire, extremely effective HE against infantry, even kills tanks if it can hit the turret. If it can hit the turret and splash down through this thinner bit, it goes down into the hole, sets off ammo, tank goes kaboom, happy birthday, right? Yeah, that can happen. It has 10 rockets with quick, well, pretty much no reload time. It can go pow, pow, pow. Then it has a reload time and it has another 10. That's it. 20 rockets and it's out of ammo and needs to go far, far away to reload. It's lucky if it survives to send out all of the rockets because of this non-existing armor. Like, Rock Dwayne Johnson could probably punch this and bend this armor. Like, it is absolutely nothing, right? Any of the bazookas, AT rifles, any of the tanks, any of the explosives, just shoot this thing. This is still ammo. This is an ammo rack. That's the right, sorry. This is ammo. That is ammo. Just shoot this thing. It's gonna go kaboom, right? This is balanced, the visibility is poor, the aiming is, yeah, I mean, you can kind of learn it, but like, this thing is not an issue. If you think this is an issue, you need to put down your bolt action rifle and actually step into a tank. Because this is not exclusively infantry game. Like, it has had tanks and planes since the day one. And it's gonna be a part of the war, and that's how it's gonna be. If you wanna go ahead and shoot only infantry, go and play Counter-Strike or something like that, honestly. So we have addressed the Axis side. Germans are clear. Nothing to nerf, nothing's too OP. Everything's balanced, this thing has great rockets, extremely easy to take it out. Let's address the allies, which isn't that simple and straightforward. So, getting over the Calliope first, because it's easier. Just an M4 Sherman, just like any other Sherman in the lineup. Any 75mm, 88mm, or probably even like a 50mm Pumas or whatever is gonna easily deal with this thing. And these are M8 rockets. They're not actually that effective against infantry. Yes, it looks overwhelming. It has 60 rockets. It goes zoom, zoom, zoom forever. Yes, it kills people as well. Doesn't really destroy tanks though. Well, like, Probably can, lucky shot, but like really not meant for that. It's overwhelming. It looks overwhelming because of the pure amount of the rockets, but it's just a Sherman. You can destroy it just like any other Sherman. And on top of that, this is an ammo, a massive exposed ammo. Like this guy can be behind the corner. He wouldn't even see you yet. And you can just shoot this and it's going to go kaboom. That's it. Problem solved. AT rifle, AT launcher, whatever. I don't know about a heavier machine gun, probably not. BF-110 on the German side with 37mm, we'll set this off. You know what I mean? Any tank round, shoot it, it's gonna explode, done. No more rocket issues, no more to cry about premium vehicles being too OP. Simple. Now we finally get to the P-47, and you know there's a saying, be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. You remember how in the game we used to have those quad 20 mils, sorry, the wrong mode, I want to go to the practice, thank you. We had the quad 20 mils, and they were exactly the same for every single campaign, and I think they were flak 38, whatever it was called, and someone went and like people were like moaning about why is every nation building the same AA, that's the wrong model, why is the Allied forces building a German anti-air station, and yada yada. Like the moaning went on and on and on, and here's the result of your moaning. This is what you get instead of a quad 20. You get the AA Polston, whatever, I guess that's what it's called. You get four mags of 20 rounds. Fire rate is decent, actually. Reload rate is actually so decent that probably by the third mag, even the second mag, you don't even need the third mag, it's overheated. So, single barrel, 4 clips, fire rate's okay, but it's single cannon. This is what people wanted, apparently. We wanted to have more accurate weapons, and this is what you got. Have you actually noticed how no one ever whined about P4? I mean, a P47 can get on nerves, I agree, totally agree. But how people moaned about it less until they quietly snuck in these AA changes. So the question now is there a problem with the plane suddenly, or there's a problem with the weapon system that was designed to take this thing out? Right? And these 20s are across Axis allies, the same thing, like it's just called different and they look slightly different. The fire rate is similar, and I'm sure you can take down a plane. But I've noticed, I fly this thing and I see the 20 mil shoot, and you can almost dodge them. You can almost dodge them, they overheat. You see Tracer, you launch a rocket, they're dead, that's it. And they stop trying to kill you after the second time they failed. So the big problem is actually the weapon system designed to kill this thing. So for example, we have machine gunner squad. With the engineer help, they have learned how to build an HMG. Cool, right? We have anti-tank squad. With engineer help, where are you? With engineer help in the squad, in the upgrades, we have learned how to build an anti-tank station. Why can't we have a squad that with an engineer help could learn how to build a heavier anti-air station than those dinky 20 mil single barrel things that are definitely not effective? That is my solution. You find a squad that can learn how to make a more serious anti-air station. Because think about it. When we all had these quad 20s, they were extremely effective and no one really actually moaned about P47. So the big question again is, do we nerf the plane or we get a weapon system that can counter it properly? And I understand these rocket tanks, not everyone has a premium account and not everyone can afford to have a plane and a tank in their lineup. So let's say you've got towards these rocket tanks and you've got a plane, for example, on the German side. It's a bit tricky to take this down. You know, you win some, you lose some. You can't be ready for every single such situation if you can't bring both of these out. I understand that. Say we bring out, I don't know, a Panther. A Panther A is a cool tank to play. And the enemy team has P38 or P47 that constantly rockets you and kills you. And again, it's hit and miss situation. You can't prepare for everything in a war, because you can't say it's not fair, because war isn't fair. War wasn't meant to be fair. For the game's sake, you can say it's not balanced maybe. But then again, P-47 is very sluggish flight characteristics. It doesn't turn very well. It's just a platform to deliver those rockets to the target, and that's it. If you look at the German air forces, apart from Ju-188, Me-410, 2 engines, decent wingspan, like a fairly good maneuverability, this thing can easily take out P-47. 109 G10 easily take out P-47. G6 can easily take out P-47. 109 Focke-Wulf 190A8 has slightly stressful flight characteristics, yet it still has a lot of machine guns, can easily take out P-47. Bf-110 with a decent pilot behind the wheel, this is still fairly maneuverable aircraft. You only need to get close with those 30 or 37 mils to the enemy P-47 and you can easily take them out. You see, if you don't want to learn how to fly, and you'll be moaning about these, how these needs to be nerfed, then it's utterly your problem and no one else's. Because the whole German Air Force is designed to destroy this thing extremely easily. And I even see it beneficial if people spam these. Think about it. You kill a vehicle now in the game, you get something like 350, 400 points for some of them, right? They spawn this, you kill it with a Bf-109 G10, for example. They spawn another one, you keep killing them. And you'll rack up insane score, which at the end of the day, because they spam this thing, you'll be grinding quicker because you'll get more points than you would be, I don't know, running around with the freaking Car 98K or whatever, right? You know what I mean? If you're too lazy to learn how to fly, it's your own issue. AA stations, bad. That's an issue from the game side. But you have tools to destroy this, which is another plane. If you don't have a premium account and if you have spawned a tank and there's a P-47 on the enemy team and there's nothing you can do about it, then there's nothing you can do about it. As I said, you win some, you lose some. You can't expect to be winning every single game, every single match in the game. That's pretty much all I have to say. I don't think we need to nerf anything. I think people need to learn the tools that they have, and I think we should have a special squad that could learn how to build a proper AA station, because these things, like I went Moscow the other day, because obviously we have the Gaz MM. It has 7 rounds in its clip and it goes pow, 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 pow. You can see the mag here. And now the AA station, these guys can build. I built it because there was an enemy plane up. And oh my god, I was shocked. I was like, you've got to be freaking... I understand IL-2 1941 is slow, whatever. I understand that, but like, are you telling me now that this is the AA station that I need to use to shoot down the planes? The milk truck is insanely ineffective. And this is the same weapon system. It looks different. It takes hell a lot of, space on the ground. But it's the same thing. 7 rounds in a clip. Not the fastest fire rate in the world. And I was like, Is this it? This is what we need to use to kill planes now. Absolute shambles. We need a squad that can build a decent AA station. The plane's fine. Plane does not need to be nerfed. Tanks, you can take out tanks. Even if you don't have premium account and you've chosen to take out the plane, for example, that isn't that great to kill tanks, for example, I don't know, one of the 109 G10s that doesn't have any rockets, let's say it only has cannons. Where is this guy? This guy here. For God's sake, just bring out one of the squads. There's an AT guy in here. Just bring out a squad that has an anti-tank guy, like this dude, for example. Like Panzerfaust. This Rippenzenbrüchen thing. They're good at killing tanks. Even if you miss the opportunity of spawning a tank versus tank and you have a plane that can't take out a tank, just make sure you have one of these guys. That's it. Problem solved. I really don't see why any of the vehicles should be nerfed. Crying about those premium vehicles is just an utter madness, because they're so easy to take out. I have literally nothing else to say. You can agree or disagree down in the comments below. I've said what I had to say. I'll be extremely disappointed if they do decide to nerf any of the planes, because, okay, on P-47, like low-key, I won't be mad if they take away a couple of the rockets. You know, fine. You want to cry about it? If they take away a couple of the rockets, then let's stay with the shitty AA stations. You take away my rockets, you get bad AA station. And you'll see, even if that thing is going to have 4 rockets, it's still going to kill you. It's still going to kill you. It's still going to take out your little dinky AA, and you will still cry about it. That's it. That's all I have to say. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you have any of your opinions, make sure you write them down in the comments. It's MeAdmiralStarks, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.